Okay, so I'm gonna replace this hot water heater. Obviously, it's been leaking pretty bad for a while. It's actually been, it looked like this since we bought the house, but it's only we bought the house about 3 years ago, but it's only started actually leaking about maybe a month ago, and it's getting worse real fast. Obviously, it's done. It's been done for a while, but basically what we have to do is take a handy dandy water hose, hook it up to here, open this valve, and drain it. I just ran the water hose outside, but let me, yeah, I think I cross-threaded that, but I'm gonna go back and put this on here, loosen this up, and with a screwdriver, I believe. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's a screwdriver. And then, and yeah, let it drain. Okay, so I put the water hose on here. Now I'm gonna see if the screwdriver will loosen it, and it looks like it is. No problem there. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy up. Maybe not. Yeah, there it goes. I shut the water off at the street, by the way. So let's see. Alright, so I know that this is, I probably should have a nut driver, but I just don't feel like it, so I'm going to go with a Ryobi without trying to break it. Oh, came right off. That's one. This one. It's two. Actually coming out fairly easily. Alright. Let's take a look at what it looks like underneath here. Oh. Awesome. So this probably had a lot of water in that also. Yeah, that screw is the ground, which I couldn't break free. I might actually have to cut that. Let's just see one more time here with my commercial electric tester. Nothing. It works on my camera, so nothing here. Good. All right. Okay, so on pulling these wire nuts off, I don't know if you can see, where's my camera here, somewhere in there. Inside of there is black. Obviously it's black, and the wires are black. So naturally I'm going to have to cut these back a little bit. That's garbage, that's water heater wires. Naturally, I'm going to have to cut these back and try and clean them up a little bit. Hopefully they're not bad right here, or else I'm going to have to run a new MC cable. Hopefully not. I think I can salvage it. We'll see. Alright, now that I have this disconnected, looks horrible, but now that I have it disconnected, I'm going to take my tools down and see if I can, oh, I got to cut that still. Let me check and see how much water is left on here. I gotta cut these lines, the water lines. I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna cut it pretty close to right here on this one, close to this ground, and then I'll do the other one about the same. I have the little flex, those flex things to go in, the flex lines that with shark bites, so they're going to shark bite onto this side, and then they'll just screw shark bite onto this side, and they'll just screw into the new water heater, which has worked really good for me in the past. I've put probably a dozen of these in, and I've only had one actually leak. I don't know what happened to it, but it was actually leaking in the middle of the braided line, so it wasn't anything that I did. It just, maybe it was a faulty line or something. But yeah, let me see how much water's in this sucker and see if I can get it down off of here, because it's, you know, good 5 feet off the ground, and I'm by myself, so not going to be fun. Okay, so my pipe cutter shot, so I had to use an angle grinder to cut it. It's not the best, but that's all I got. That's all I've got right now, and that'll work. I just have to clean them up. I'll just have to clean it up a little bit better before I put the shark bites on. Okay, so I cleaned these up as best I could after hitting them with the angle grinder. I sprayed them off with a carburetor cleaner because I'm a car guy. I cleaned these up, or clean those up with a wire wheel, and all while fighting the kids. But I made a gigantic mess here. Alright, so I put the shark bite connectors on there. I put the I screwed them on tight here. I went out to the road and turned the water back on. Okay, so my battery ran dead in my GoPro. Waiting for me to do this. It took me a lot longer than it should have because I'm pretty slow at things, but I get them done. So two things. I put a new pan in here, and I put it in the plastic pan just because, I don't know, I just did. I don't really have a preference, but one thing I didn't mention that you probably should do before anything is turn your hot water on in your house and come out here and grab these lines and see which one's hot and which one's cold, just to make sure you don't get them switched. Typically you'll see on top of it which one's hot and which one's cold, but mine, the old one, can't really see anything on it, so there's really nothing on it. But yeah, it would suck to have to depressurize this just to switch these two lines and then pressurize it back again. But just check it before, see which one's hot and which one's cold. While you're running water in the house, you should be able to feel it fairly easily. And that's it. I just hooked the wires back up. The ground, obviously it's the green bare wire, black to black, and then red to white. The red to white is just because it's 220 and they're basically two legs of 110, because this is a 220 water heater. Obviously I'm not an electrician, so you can do your own due diligence and don't zap yourself, but I've been fairly lucky and haven't zapped myself. The only other thing I have to do is put this in, and I'll probably just cut a piece off the old one. But yeah, I already turned the water on at the road and nothing's leaking here, and that's it, all done. So the A.O. Smith signature water heater has this pretty much dead center over that, so I just moved it a little bit. Unscrewed this from the wherever the hell it went. I don't know where it went, but I unscrewed that from the old pressure release valve. This is the old valve, so I don't think I reused it. So it comes with a new one. I just unscrewed that from the pipe from the old one and ran it down, so it'll run into the overflow if anything happens, and then down onto my floor and make another big mess. But hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully I won't have any problems with this for 6 years until the warranty runs out, and then it'll die on 6 years in one day, like they always do. That's all.